Hey everybody, Steve here in Palm Springs, and this morning I'm here at Desert Memorial Park, actually in the city of Cathedral City. And I'm not at a car wash. I actually parked here only to discover that I was in the line of fire of these sprinklers, these pretty aggressive sprinklers spraying into the street. But my car does need a car wash, so I guess it's okay. I'm gonna stay here. But if you hear any weird noises, it's just the sprinklers watering my car. So today is October 16th, 2024. Wow, this one is getting the front of the car. There's another one getting the back of the car. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. So today is October 16th, 2024, and I was here yesterday on the one-year anniversary of the death of actress Suzanne Somers. I decided to come to the cemetery. Our future final resting place is here. I've shared that in other videos. And my grandparents are buried here. And I come here fairly often to walk. It's flat, it's a small cemetery, it's one big circle. The road just kind of goes around the cemetery, and I can just make as many laps as I want. So since I'm trying to build up my stamina again, I thought I would just come here and walk, and it's easy to measure how far I'm going. So that's what I was planning to do yesterday, but then my walk got interrupted about halfway around the circle because I noticed a tent with a name that said Somers up here at the front of the cemetery. So I thought, well, it has to be Suzanne Somers. It's been exactly 1 year since she died, and her husband, Alan Hamill, I believe, is Jewish, and according to Jewish tradition, for some Jewish families, they wait a year before placing the headstone. So I assume that's what was happening, and sure enough, her family and friends hadn't arrived yet. I was here pretty early. It was 9:30 in the morning. They hadn't arrived yet, but the headstone was there. So it was set up for a memorial service, a remembrance, a dedication of her headstone. It's a very beautiful stone. But the tent, because of the angle of the sun, the tent was casting a shadow over half of the headstone. So I thought, well, let me just come back today, finish my walk that I really didn't get to finish yesterday, and see what her headstone looks like without the shadows on it. I just walked over there now. It looks like the sprinklers in her section just completed because the headstone was pretty wet. So I'm going to wait until it dries. I'm going to go back and see if I can get a photo with the dry headstone. It's warm out today and it's very sunny, so I'm sure by the time I complete my walk around the cemetery, her headstone should be dry and I can take a nice photo. So I know not all of you are familiar with my other channel and don't watch my other channel. So I did post that video yesterday on the anniversary of her death on my graveyard channel. It's called The Graveyard Channel here on YouTube. I posted that video, but I thought for those of you who don't watch that channel, I would go ahead and post it on this channel today, since this is actually her birthday. She died the day before her birthday last year in 2023. So she got a new headstone for her birthday, which is really, really nice. It's not exactly the kind of present you want for your birthday, but she did live to be 76 years old. This would have been I'm pretty sure this would have been her 77th birthday. So even though she was so young looking and so vibrant and active and so full of life, it seemed like she died really young, but she did live a nice full life and accomplished so much and was so loved and so popular. So we should all be so lucky, right? So for her birthday, I thought I would come and take a second look at her gravesite and her new headstone. So I'm going to walk around the cemetery, and I don't think I'm going to stop and show you any more graves. I've done that on this channel and on the other channel, so I think most of the famous graves and interesting graves I've already filmed and shared, so I'm not going to do that today, but if I see anything interesting along the way, along my walk, I'll share it with you. It's a very nice day. The temperatures are finally starting to go down a little bit. Yesterday was almost up to 100 degrees, I think. Today's probably only supposed to be in the high 80s, maybe in the low 90s, which is nice. And it's early, so it's still pleasant right now, so I can walk. Oh no, the water just went on again, very close to Suzanne Somers' gravesite. She's the one with the flowers in section A8. And the flowers are very wet from the water. So hopefully that's from this morning and they're not going to go on again. I was waiting for the gravesite to dry so I could go over and get a better picture. I don't know if I mentioned, but her Find a Grave memorial page for the past year has said that she was being buried in the very back of the cemetery, which is all the way back there. So someone was just guessing, and the guess was not correct. She's buried all the way up here at the front of the cemetery, close to Frank Sinatra, who's just buried right over, that's the office over there, and he's buried right there. There's usually flowers, but because of all the scalping, there's no flowers. Is between these two trees here. So they're very, very close. And that's the front gate there. So you can see just right inside the front gate here. Okay, the headstone is dry now, so that's nice to see. Yeah, with the water on it this morning and the shadow on it yesterday, I wasn't able to get a really nice view, but this is very nice. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend and leave a comment. And if you haven't already subscribed, I hope you consider doing that as well. So as always, thanks for joining me today, and I'll hope to see you all next time.